This is the City Fold e-bike by Emerald, which makes its full name the Emerald City Fold. But it's not going to take you to Oz. This is going to take you to work, to visit friends, to a cafe, because this solves one of the most vexing problems of e-bikes is that even the smaller ones with 20-inch tires can be too heavy and just too big even when they're folded up. This is Paul from Rider Guide, and we generally make two kinds of videos. First impressions like this one, where we're going to give you the specs, the price, and take it for a ride, and full reviews, where we give you all of the tested data and dive into the details. But before I get into the price and specifications, I want to show you this bike's party trick, and that's the way it folds and rolls around. It folds in the middle here, which is, pretty normal, but then, I'm going to turn it around so you can see it, it's got a magnet that helps keep it together, right there. But then there's a roller right down here. So if you leave the handlebars up like I just did, I can just grab it and roll it, and I don't even have to balance it. Emerald is a new e-bike company out of San Jose, California, with support based in Little Rock, Arkansas. The retail price of the City Fold is $999, but it's on sale right now. But since that's subject to change, I'm just going to put a link down in the video's description, and you can find the price down there. It comes in black and white, and it has a magnesium alloy frame, which is one of the reasons why this is 15 pounds lighter than most of the e-bikes we've tested. The specified weight is 48 pounds, and we weighed it at 47. One of the other things that makes it lighter is it does have a smaller battery than some of the scooters we've tested. They have a claimed range of 30 miles. We typically get about half of claimed range when we're testing e-bikes, and so I think we get around 15, maybe 12 to 15 miles riding this on our Haley range test course. But since it's a removable battery, you can double the range by swapping it out. And there it is. And something else you'll notice about this is unlike most e-bikes where you have to split the frame in order to pull the battery out, this one comes right out the back, but it's got two different security mechanisms. One is the seat post goes right through here, so you can't remove it without removing the seat post. And then the other is the lock right here. It has a cylinder style key that locks the battery into place, and so now it's totally secure. And then the lighter weight of this e-bike means that if you do run out of battery, it's just not as bad to pedal it around. In terms of power, most e-bikes are in the 250 watt to 500 watt range, and this one's kind of right in the middle at 300 watts. And that gives it a top speed of 20 miles per hour, although there's a little asterisk next to that on their spec sheet that says that that's for a 150-pound rider with no headwind. They say with a 220-pound rider, you should expect a top speed of about 16 miles per hour. Warranty-wise, the vast majority of the bike is covered for 12 months, but the most expensive part, which is the battery, is covered for 18, and the frame is covered for 5 years. Let's look at the hardware. So it's got an LCD display right here and 5 assist modes, and can be operated with either throttle only or it can assist you while you're pedaling. It's got a headlight, taillight, and accent lights, and they look pretty cool, especially like these ones in the frame here. But it's good to remember that even when you turn off the power to the bike, the lights stay on, so keep that in mind. One of the other things that makes this a little bit lighter is that it just runs a single speed, which I don't really mind because you can always make up for that when you're going up steep hills by just boosting the assist mode. It's got dual mechanical disc brakes, which feel pretty good in here, and we'll try those out outside. And unlike a lot of e-bikes that have front suspension, this has no suspension up front, but it's got a little suspension out back, and it looks really similar to the one we saw on the Fido Q1S. One of the other things that makes this bike smaller and lighter is that it runs 16-inch wheels instead of 20, but that should still be big enough to give it bicycle-like stability. The frame has a 17.7-inch standover height, which is really low, so the bike fits riders from about 4'11" to 6 feet tall. Right now I've got the handlebars and the seat in their highest position, but I've heard that a taller optional seat post is going to be available soon. All right, now for the good part, let's take it outside, see what it's like to ride. All right, tires are aired up, and I've got it set to assist level 5. Let's go for a ride. All right, well, I took it a little bit out of the neighborhood here, but right off the bat, this motor is really strong. This is way faster than I expected it to be. I'm in assist level 3 right now, and I couldn't even ride it in assist level 5 on this path. It's just too fast for that. But one consequence of that is I kind of run out of gearing. You end up spinning it up pretty fast, and let me show you. I'm in gear 3 right now, 14, 15, 16, 17 miles an hour, and I'm pedaling pretty fast. So I could go with a little bit higher gearing. Now, the plus side of that is it's gonna be great for climbing hills. I also notice there's a little bit of lag when I start pedaling, so let's watch. So I'm gonna not pedal right now. I'll start pedaling, and okay, about 2 cranks in, so that's not too bad. But from a dead stop, it felt like it was about 3, which felt a little bit long. So let's try that again. 1 pedal, 2 pedal, 3 pedals. There it goes. Now it kicks in. And it's kind of the same story with the throttle. So I'll try that. Throttle, and there it goes. Try it again. Throttle, and there it goes. So, not bad. And it might even be something that can be adjusted. But altogether, I'm pleasantly surprised. All right, let's check out these brakes. I'm just one-handed right now because I'm filming with the other hand. And yeah, there we go. So, pretty standard for mechanical disc brakes. We've got our little bell. We've got our light switcher there, which we saw earlier. I've got the stem extended all the way up, and it feels really good. It even feels good just pushing it around, and that's something that we talk about in the office sometimes, whether something passes the push test. And the lighter front end, because this doesn't have a suspension up front, it's easy to just hop the front up and move it over. There I am one-handed, moving it around and steering it and walking with it is really, really easy. All right, well, that's pretty fun. And there's a lot more boost to this thing than I expected with 300 watts. I did notice that the spin factor is pretty high. You get up to about 16, 17 miles per hour, and my legs are going pretty good to kind of keep it going. So 20 would really be, spinning pretty fast, but the power is there and it's pretty nice on the throttle. I'm 5'10", about 165 pounds, and this strikes me as a good option for anybody who's about my size or smaller. And I can definitely feel the lighter weight when I'm riding and even when I'm just pushing it around. Check the link in this video's description for the latest pricing on the Emerald City Fold, and get subscribed. We don't know for sure yet if we'll be doing a full review on this one, but let us know in the comments if you'd like a full review with the tested range, tested top speed, and all the details. I'm Paul from Rider Guide. Enjoy your ride.